Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2.
We help entrepreneurs, investors, communities grow companies of significance. We get behind entrepreneurs, builders, innovators, and we connect. We help entrepreneurs, mentors, investors, communities, capital, grow companies of significance, customers. We get behind entrepreneurs, to those with the courage to grow the next great innovators in Kansas and we connect and beyond. A community ready to support, invest, and grow. Capital, be a part of the next customers to support growth. To those with the courage to grow the next great business.
Good afternoon and welcome. For those of you that are here in the room at WSU Tech
ready to
on the
support,
northeast
invest,
side
and
of
grow,
Wichita,
be
Kansas,
a part of the next
welcome.
us.
For those of you that are joining us online or watching this
Good
weeks from now,
afternoon
when
and
today's
welcome.
gorgeous weather
For those of you that are
has
here in the
long
room
been
at
thank you
WSU
so much
Tech
for joining
on
us.
the
You have
northeast side
come
of
today
Wichita,
to join
Kansas.
NXTSTAGE. Welcome. For those of you that are joining us
entrepreneurship
online or
support
watching this
organization
weeks
operating
from
out
now,
of
when
Wichita,
today's gorgeous weather
but working
has
to
long
serve
been forgotten.
entrepreneurs from around
Thank
Kansas
you so
and
much
the
for
Heartland
joining us. You
to
have
help them grow
come today
companies
to
of
join
significance.
NXTSTAGE. We find
501c3
entrepreneurs and
entrepreneurship
innovators,
support
and we connect
organization
them with the
operating
things
out of
that they
Wichita,
need most,
but working to
first
serve
of all, a
entrepreneurs from
community
around
of
Kansas and the
mentors
Heartland
and
resources
to help them
to
grow
aid in
their
their
startup and growth journey. We find
secondly,
entrepreneurs
customers,
and innovators,
these
and we
next
connect
stage
them with the
programs
things
that we run
that
are
they
all
need
about
most.
connecting growth stage,
First of all, a community
entrepreneurs
of
and early stage
mentors and
ventures
resources
to
to
pilot
aid in their
partners and
startup
early
and growth journey.
to really test out
Secondly,
their go-to-market
customers,
focused
these
areas
next
and to
stage
help them
programs
get
that we run
traction,
are all about
and capital.
connecting growth
We
stage,
run the angel investment
entrepreneurs
syndicate,
and early stage
accelerate
ventures
partners,
to pilot and work with
partners
capital
and early
partners
customers
around the region
to really test out
Kansas,
their go-to-market
the Heartland, and even throughout
areas
the whole
and
of
to help them
Midwest
get traction
to ensure that
and
the
capital.
team
We
sport
run
of
the angel
helping
investment
great
syndicate,
innovators and great
accelerate
venture
venture
partners
access
and
growth
work with
capital,
capital partners
is something
around
that we can
the
win.
region.
We gotta beat
Kansas,
those coasts,
the
gosh
Heartland,
darn
and
it.
even throughout the whole of the
I'm Mary
Midwest,
Beth Jarvis,
to
the
ensure that
president
the
and CEO of
team
NXTSTAGE,
sport
and delighted
of
to have you
helping
here today.
great innovators
We
and great
are
entrepreneurs
really
access
excited
growth
about
capital,
this
family of
something that we can win.
that we
Gotta beat
execute
those
called
coasts,
NXTSTAGE.
gosh darn it.
I'm Mary Beth
is
Jarvis,
here
the
to
president
help our
and CEO
region
of
find
NXTSTAGE,
its
and delighted
next
to have
us.
you here today.
Cultivate the
We
innovators
are
and
really
entrepreneurs that
excited
help
about
provide
this
a
family of
vivid and
programming
growing
that we
economy
execute
that
called
diversifies
NXTSTAGE.
and propels us into
is here to
at the
help
next
our region
era
find
for
its
our
next
region.
us. But we
Cultivate the
also
innovators
are
and
trying to
entrepreneurs that
create
help
a
provide
nexus,
a
where
vivid
folks
and
come
growing
together
economy
to
that
join
diversifies
and
help
and
each other
propels
through
us
the
into
difficult process of
the
growing
next
and
era
birthing
for our
and growing
region.
companies in our
But we
region.
also are
Next
trying
Stage is
to
a whole
create
series of programs
a nexus
designed to
where
catch
folks
you when
come
you're off the
together
ground and
to
you've got
join
products and
to help
services
each other
market,
through the
but you
difficult
need that
process
next
of
stage
growing
rocket boost
and
to help you
birthing
grow
and
beyond
growing
your
companies
neighborhood,
in our
beyond
region.
your start,
Next
and
Stage
allow
is a
you
whole
to
series
scale.
of
So,
programs
Next Stage
designed to
to date,
catch you
we
when
began
you're
back
off the
in
ground and
2020.
you've got products
We've
and
had
services
almost
in market,
800 startups
but you
from
need that
around
next
the
stage
world
rocket
participate
boost to help you grow beyond
from
your
all over
neighborhood, beyond
this
your
country
start,
and
and
others,
allow you to scale.
offering
So,
tomorrow's
Next Stage
tools.
to date, we began
We
back
wanna
in
make
2020.
sure that Kansas
We've had almost
communities and
800
Kansas startups
businesses
from
around
including
the
the
world
financial
participate,
institutions that are
from
focused-
all
are the
over
focus of our work
this
today,
country and others
have a chance to be on the
offering
first row
tomorrow's
of bleachers,
tools.
not
We
last
want to
in
make
line,
sure that
to
Kansas
adopt
communities
tomorrow's
and Kansas
game-changing tools
businesses,
to modernize
including
their
the
industries
financial
and increase
institutions
their
that are
efficiency
focused,
and
are the focus of our
capabilities
work
going into the
today,
future.
have a chance to be
200
on the
plus
first
finalists
row
or
of cohort
bleachers,
members
not
have gone
last
through our
in line,
programs.
to
Some of them have
adopt
come in from
tomorrow's
out of town
game-changing tools to
with
modernize their
83
industries and increase
folks
their
in those
efficiency
categories
and
over the years. About
capabilities going into the
75
future.
Kansas entrepreneurs,
200
have
plus
gone through these
finalists or cohort
we really
members
roll
have
up our
gone through our
sleeves and help
programs.
engage you
Some of them have
with
come in from
customers.
out of town.
We're excited about the
with
40 plus
83
innovation
folks
projects
in those
categories
that have
over the
resulted from
years.
these
About
programs over the
75
last 3
Kansas
years,
entrepreneurs
and
have
we
gone
wanna
through
build
these
on those
cohorts
coming
where we really
into
roll
this
up our
evening
sleeves
and
and help
beyond.
engage you.
So the Next
with
Stage
customers.
financial technology,
We're excited about the 40
competition
plus
has been
innovation
going on for
projects
months,
that
and
have
what you'll
resulted
see
from
today
these
is a
programs over the last
culmination
3 years
from NXTS's
and we
point
wanna
of view,
build on those
meaning
coming
our
into
work to
this
help
evening and beyond.
curate and
So the Next
engage
Stage
these
financial
groups of
technology
prospective customers,
pilot
financial
competition has been
institutions
going
around
on for
Kansas,
months, and what
and
you'll see
startups.
today is a
Our work
culmination
kinda ends,
from
but the work
NXTS's
of
point of
the
view,
financial
meaning our
institutions, the
work to
banks,
help
the credit unions,
curate
the
and
financial
engage
services
these
companies of
groups,
Kansas,
prospective
and the
customers,
startups,
financial
those folks
institutions
offering them
around
tomorrow's
Kansas,
technology
and
tools
startups
to help their
our
operations.
work kind of ends,
That really
but the
begins
work
in
of
earnest,
the financial
at the end
institutions,
of
the banks,
today.
and credit
So for
unions,
those of you
financial
gathered to
services
see this
companies in
innovation
Kansas,
showcase,
and the
you are gonna
startups,
get a
those folks
fast-paced,
offering them
3 minutes at a
technology
time,
tools pitch
to help their
showcase
operations.
by
That really
8
begins in
fantastic
earnest,
entrepreneurs that
at the
have come
end
in
of
to
today.
really
So for those of
offer
you
highly
gathered
relevant
to see this
innovation
tools able
showcase,
to add
you are going to
value
get
to
a
Kansas Bank
fast-paced,
operations
3 minutes at a
immediately,
time,
and to help bring
pitch showcase
community
by
banks from around our
8
state
fantastic
into the
entrepreneurs
future,
that have come
into
in
their
to
next generation
really
of
offer
customers,
highly
and
relevant
into their next
tools
able to add
bit of
value to
capability
Kansas Bank
in the world of
operations
digital banking
immediately,
and digital
to help bring the
transformation.
community banks
We
from
couldn't
around our
get here
state
today without a lot of
into
folks
the
that
future.
helped.
Into
This
their next
program is
generation of
partially underwritten
customers,
by the
and into
Kaufman
their
Foundation,
next,
has been for the last 3
bit
years.
of capability capability in the world of digital banking and digital
that has taken a backseat this year.
We couldn't get here today without a lot of folks
to
to help.
full.
This program
Fidelity
is partially
Bank has
underwritten
been
by
a
the
great
Kaufman
supporter
Foundation,
since they
has
helped
been
as
for
a
the last
founding
3
pilot
years.
partner.
We also want to
Back in
thank a
2020.
founding partner.
Enterprise
Bank,
Bank,
a founding partner,
is
is
with
with
us.
us.
Innovation
Throughout this
pipeline
journey.
is chock
Thanks so
full.
much, and you'll hear a little
Fidelity
bit from
Bank has
Matt
been
Michaelis
a
and
great
Enterprise
supporter
later today,
since they helped
and
as a founding
Intrust
pilot
Bank was
partner,
our third founding
back
pilot
in
partner.
2020,
And
has
Enterprise
continued to
Bank,
be
a
an
founding
active
partner, is with
participant in
us.
the innovation
Been
projects
throughout this journey.
and
Thanks so
dialogue
much, and
that
you'll
goes
hear a
on
little
that
bit from Matt
spawned out of
Michaelis
this
and
program.
Enterprise later today.
And for its second year,
and
the Kansas
Intrust
Bankers
Bank was our
Association is a
third
core
founding
partner
pilot
of the
partner,
NXTSTAGE
and
Financial
has continued to be an
Technology
active
pilot
participant
competition
in
and
the
they have
innovation
had a task
projects
force
and
busy
that
for
goes on
months
that
helping
spawned
to
out of this program.
both
And for its
figure out
second
what
year,
we
the Kansas
scout
Bankers
for,
Association
those
is a
technology
core partner
capabilities
of the
most
NXTSTAGE
needed
Financial
and highest
technology
prioritized
pilot competition.
by Kansas
They've
Bank
had a task
and
force
curate the group that
busy for months
today.
helping
So
to
I will start out both
thanks for all
help
of their
figure out what
support
we scout for
and hard work,
those
'cause not
technology
only do they
capabilities most
fiscally
needed
contribute
and
to this
highest
program,
prioritized by
they are
Kansas
the
Bank
brains and minds
and
that make
curate
this
the
work
group
that
and
you'll see
bring
before
you
you today.
the
So I will
cohort
start out
of
with
finalists
thanks
that
for
you
all
will
of their
today.
support.
We also have
and
other
hard work,
sponsors
'cause
of
not
this
only do
partner
they
and today's event,
fiscally
the
contribute
Greater
to
Wichita
this program.
Partnerships,
They are the
501c3
brains and
arm
minds that make this
opportunity.
work and bring
Wichita
you
is a
the
contributor
cohort
here
of
for
finalists that you'll
Mazars,
meet today.
who is not only
We also have
Nexus's
other
accounting
sponsors of
firm,
this
but a
partner
great
and
supporter
today's
of
event.
things
The Greater
moving
Wichita
forward in the world of
Partnerships,
finance,
501c3
and technology,
arm, their
opportunity.
supporters today.
Wichita
Cindio is a contributor
an outsourced
here
provider
for
of
Mazars,
HR and
who is
back
not only
office
Nexus's accounting
services.
firm, but a great
We are
supporter
super
of
grateful. They
things
make
moving forward
Nexus
in the
and
world
other
of
small
small
to
to
medium-sized
medium-sized
organizations
technology.
like us,
They're supporters
able to
today.
punch above our
Cindio,
weight class when it comes
an
to
outsourced
offering,
provider of HR
services
and back office
in HR arena,
services.
payroll, et cetera.
We are
We're
super
so
grateful.
grateful
They
for
make
what they do for us
Nexus
all
and
year,
other
and we
small
appreciate
to
their
medium-sized
support of this
organizations
program
like us
and this event.
able to punch above
A shout
our
out to
weight class
Capacity
when it comes to
Communications. Janice
offering
Perkins, I know, is here.
services
She's
in
been
HR arena, payroll, et cetera.
Her pitch
We're so
coaching of these
grateful for
guys,
what they do
helped
for us
create
all
the
year, and
products that
appreciate
you'll
their
see
support
today and her
of this
contributions
program and this
across
event.
all of Nexus's
A shout out to
programs are
Capacity
highly
Communications.
valued.
Janice Perkins, I know, is
DCI,
here.
a new partner in the program this year, a core banking
her pitch
technology
coaching of
provider
these
out of
guys
Hutchinson,
helps
Kansas,
create the
but with
products that you'll see
reach
today.
around
Her
the country.
contributions and then our
across all
steady
of
partner
Nexus's
Kent AB
programs are highly
today's
valued.
broadcast.
And today's
DCI, a new
experience
partner in the
room
program this year,
is excellent.
a core
Thanks to them.
banking
So
technology
appreciate those
provider out of
partners.
Hutchinson,
We also have
Kansas, but with
exhibitors for those of you
reach
gathering
around the
here
country.
in Wichita.
And then our steady
You could
partner
spend
Kent
some
AB,
time as we conclude
today's
this
broadcast
presentations
experience
with
in the
Wichita
room
Shredding,
is excellent.
an
Thanks to
alumni of
them. So
Nexus
appreciate
programs
those
growing
partners.
throughout the
We
state.
also have exhibitors for those of you gathering here in Wichita. You could spend some time as we conclude this today's presentations with Wichita Shredding, an alumni of Nexus programs doing amazing throughout the state, banks around Kansas, and then Cypher out of Kansas City that was Janae Gamage and by one of our were finalists last year and have continued task force to hone their product and Bankers Association, doing amazing things for banks in the region in Kansas, and then Cypher out of Kansas City. So I'm going to make a transition right here last year and turn you over to the gal that runs this program day to day, and she will monitor the real guts of our program here, and that is the pitch showcase by our 8 finalists. I'm going to make a transition right here. This time, I would love to have you turn you over to the gal that runs this program day to day, and she will monitor the real guts of our program here, and that is the pitch showcase by our 8 finalists. So at this time, I would love to have you welcome Miss Cimbria Hansen.
There we go. So typically, I mean, obviously in showcases like this, everybody says, hey, please silence your phones, be respectful. Thank you all so much for being here. We at Nexus do not want that. You are here in these seats for a reason. So typically, I mean, obviously in showcases like this, everybody says, hey, please silence your phones, be respectful. Companies that are here, but because you are at Nexus do not want that. You are connectors within the ecosystem of Wichita and across Kansas, not only because you have put in the time and the effort have your connector hat on today as you are listening to these companies that are here, but because you are connectors. You are connectors within the ecosystem of Wichita. They are not going to find it disrespectful in any way if your phones are up in front of your face while have your connector hat on today. They would love to have those connections made companies as they pitch. So please, they are prepped and ready. They are not going to find it disrespectful in any way if your phones are up in front of your face while they are pitching. They would love to have those connections made post-program. So without further ado, I will go ahead and pass this on to our first startup and have them pitching.
Hello, how are you guys? My name is Chloe. It's a pleasure to be here with you today. Please raise your hand if you have apps on your phone that you use every day. How are you guys? Everybody does, right? My name is Chloe. It's a pleasure to be here with you today. Please raise your hand or planning your next vacation. You have apps on your phone an app for that you use every day in life. And by the way, everybody does, right? from paying your bills
So,
to getting fit or
you
planning
could
your
know
next vacation,
the
there is an
apps
app for
your
nearly
customers
everything
have.
in life.
So
Imagine knowing what customers interact with
So, what
competitor
if
banking apps,
you could
or
know
who is
the
planning a trip,
apps your
or who is
customers
suddenly
have.
using Zillow to find
So
their new
imagine
home. Knowing
what a great
customers
timing
interact
for
with
you to talk
competitor
to your
banking apps,
customers about how much
or
better you are
who is
than the
planning a trip,
competitors,
or who is
your
suddenly
mortgage
using
offer,
Zillow
or just
to
remind
find
them
their
to use
new
your
home.
credit card
when
what
they're
a
on
great
your trip.
timing for you to
That is
talk
the type of
to your
intel
customers about
that
how much
Fiverr
better you are
offers than the competitors.
by embedding our
or your
code
mortgage
in
offer,
your mobile
or
app.
just remind them to
We
use your credit
access
card
the
when they're on
magnificent
your trip.
libraries of
That
data
is the type of
than the
intel
App Store
that
has.
Fiverr offers.
And we can see things
by
like
embedding our code in
is
your
this-
mobile
can you
app,
check if this is working?
we access the magnificent libraries of data that the App Store has. And we can see things
Could you
like,
just click for me?
sorry, is this,
Awesome.
thank
Can
you.
you check
There
if
you
this is
go.
working?
So by embedding our code into your mobile banking app, we access the App Store's APIs and connectors and libraries. And we can see
Could you
things
just
like
click for me?
what apps
Awesome.
your
Thank you. There you
customers have installed.
So by embedding our
How
code
long
into
they
your
use
mobile
them, the
banking
type
app,
of phone
we
that they
access
have.
the App
We
Store's
gather that
APIs and
treasure of
connectors and
data and
libraries.
apply
And we
AI
can see
models to
things
it
like
to
what
give you
apps your
incredible
customers have
insights.
installed.
It's like having
How
an
long they
X-ray
use
vision,
them
the type of phone
into your
that they
customers'
have.
digital
We
lives.
gather that treasure
And
of
all
data and
in a
apply AI
single
models to
platform
it to
that
give
is
you
plug and
incredible
play.
insights. It's like having an
why is
X-ray
this
vision
important?
into your customers'
Because
digital
you can
lives.
improve your retention,
And all you can
in a
boost your
single
sales
platform
You can sell
that
more
is
for
plug
less.
and play.
And you can stay relevant.
But why is
the
this
best way
important?
to stay relevant for the next
Because you
generation
can
of customers
improve your
is
retention,
knowing what they
you can
like and
boost
what
your
they
sales.
prefer. You can sell more.
The financial
for less,
institutions that work
and you
with
can
us,
stay relevant.
they have
The best
tripled
way to stay
their sales
relevant for
rates
the next
while
generation of
spending
customers
60%
is knowing what they like
less
and what
in
they
marketing.
prefer. Could you click to the next
The
slide,
financial
please?
institutions
Thank
that
you.
work with us, they have tripled
And
their sales rates, while
their
spending
principality
60%
metrics have gone
less
up
in
between
marketing.
8 to
Could you click to the
11%,
next slide,
and their
please?
customer
Thank you.
engagement has increased between 25 and
And
32%. All by using
their
the data
principality
that they can
metrics
get
have gone
in a
up
plug and
between
play
8 to
customer
11%,
knowledge
and their
platform
customer engagement
called
has increased
Fiverr.
between 25 and 32%.
My corporate life
all
has by
been tech.
using
I
the
spent
data
20
that they
years
can get
in
in
tech
plug and
companies like
play
Google,
customer knowledge platform called Fiverr. My corporate life has been in tech. I spent 20 years in tech companies like Google, obsessing about data, obsessing about privacy, obsessing about analytics. My last corporate role was a senior VP for a financial institution in North America. We spent hundreds of thousands of dollars acquiring customer data and customer data platforms, only to obtain aggregated, outdated, useless information, freaking expensive and full of frustration, but far from valuable. With Fiverr, we have the data that we only dream of at our fingertips. So, if you want to get your customers, if you want to unlock the true power of true customer knowledge, please come find me after our presentations or send me an email so we can continue the conversation. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'm with V2 Verify. At V2 Verify, our why is to simplify life. There it is. Okay. Our why is to simplify life. In this complex world, it is our mission to ensure that your digital security is simple and intuitive. The problem that exists when security becomes too complex and you create poor customer or user experience. Excuse me. And in this situation, Say you're adding more complex passwords or multi-factor authentication. This actually makes it more complex for your user and leads them to situations where they will reuse passwords. We all know we shouldn't reuse passwords, but everybody does it, and it opens up your systems to bad actors. Now, how do we solve for this? At V2 Verify, we've created a voice biometric authentication system that can completely replace PINs, passwords, and challenge questions. With just 2 seconds of speech, we can authenticate a user within a 99% success rate. Not only that, but we also encourage or incorporate a liveness detection and multi-factor authentication in the single pass. We also stay a step ahead of deepfakes by using the subtle nuances of the human voice and our advanced analytics with our liveness detection. We are able to ensure that only a human can access the system, and deepfakes are not a problem at all. Authentication couldn't be simpler. Open the app on your smartphone, repeat the numbers as they're displayed on your screen, and then our system will verify the data that you have sent through and grant or deny access based on the results of your vocal analysis. So popular use cases for this can be anything from identity access management, call center integration, or even automating password resets into your help desk. Any place you would use a PIN, password, challenge question, or even a key card, we can use this system. Now, some of you may think this sounds a little familiar. This is our 3rd year here, so thank you guys again for inviting us back. But over these last few years, we've taken a lot of feedback from a lot of the conversations we've had here. And so we're excited to announce our newest innovation, which is V2 Authenticate. This is an authentication app that adds our level of vocal security to the app. So unlike apps like Authy or Google Authenticate that you may already be using, that only rely on the device security, this V2 Authenticate app will add that extra layer of vocal security so you can be assured that your systems and your data stay safe. We're currently in a top 50 US bank, protecting 10 billion financial records in the cloud. We're integrated into several Latin American banks currently and 2 large logistics companies. We are currently under contract with the Department of Defense, and we're in the final stages of working on our partnership with a global leader in real-time payment solutions. So with this integration, we will be attaching our technology to their real-time payment solutions to secure and simplify their transactions on a global basis. Now imagine what this would do. Imagine what it would do for you, your customer, your company. Imagine what this could do. It would simplify your life. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Dmitry, and today with my wonderful and really cool accent, I will explain you why Credit Karma practices, but for businesses, are crucial and important for your business clients. So we created the tech that embeds a variety of the widgets in your online banking so that your clients can get business cash flow forecast, business valuation, business credit score, and lots of other tools to help them to achieve their goals and grow thanks to your bank. Everything in your online and mobile financial institution to build the trust and relationships. And we are building that with the data available from inside of your bank. But on the top of this, we are offering your clients to connect the data from other banks, from IRS, from QuickBooks, from PayPal, from Square, to summarize all their business activities in your bank, make them sticky, and make them happy. This is the research made by one of our clients, asking their businesses what they love about the tech. And you see, these guys, they don't vote for the features. They vote for the insights. They want to get insights into their overall financial well-being. They want to understand their income and expenses patterns. They want to receive timely alerts. But surprisingly, they also want to get insights into the credit score and boost the credit score, something that Bank of America, Chase, and other national banks are promoting right now among all their clients. But the only thing that you need to ask me, Dmitry, where is the money? And the money are on the next slides. So the most important that right now we already proved that businesses are ready to pay for this solution. On average, approximately 37% of your clients will pay something around $35 or $25, depending on the package, to get majority of the financial insights available in their online banking. But you will make even more money by offering your clients to create the credit profiles and boost the credit scores. So as you can see, 36% of the clients of one of the small banks using our tech are charging their clients $40 a month to boost the credit score, to simplify access to funding, $80 a month to report the data to 3 credit bureaus. And this is something where you can make the money every day. We don't sell the features, we sell you the revenue stream. 2 years ago, we came to Wichita for the first time thanks to Nextus. And that was a very interesting curve of learning. Some mistakes were made, lots of feedback was assessed. And we understood, especially thanks to our friends from Emprise Bank, how the bank should be launched, how the banks should be supported. Since then, we understood that we don't want to sell to the banks directly. We love these guys, but things can go wrong because of different reasons. And that's why we decided that we want to work only through digital banking providers. So, for example, we are embedded in all financial institutions of Alchemy, literally in each and every bank and credit union. Recently, we signed Lumen, and we will be in more than 80 credit unions by the end of the year. We recently signed with FIS, which is going to roll out our tech at the beginning of the next year. We are growing through digital banking providers, except just a couple, CSI and Fiserv. I love these guys, but they are tough people to work with. We are working not only with the banks. For example, we want T-Mobile, which is embedding our solution, making it available to all their business clients. They are not the bank. NordWallet is using our tech, MasterCard, PaySafe, FinTechs, and fintech lenders. So right now, we believe that like these guys who are not the banks and want to support their businesses, banks shouldn't be only banks anymore as well. And we would be happy to show you how you can make more money by supporting your businesses just after this wonderful event. Thank you so much.
Hello, everyone. My name is Joe Kurian, co-founder of Trace. At Trace, we take all the unstructured data around a business and turn them into clear, actionable insights, helping community bankers enhance risk management. Did you know 90% of the data generated around a business is unstructured? They are in news, social media, discussion forums, and all review platforms. However, bankers are using only the 10% of the structured data that are found in financial statements and credit bureau reports for the risk mitigation actions. And that brings me into the problem statement that current portfolio monitoring systems largely ignore unstructured data, which contains leading signals of business distress, things like bankruptcy filings or liquidations, cases filed in the courts, or accounting misconduct. And there are challenges in unstructured data. There is too much of data and then too little time, and there is no way to quantify it. And Trace is solving this using a large language model and AI to analyze all the data sources and extract meaningful information and red flags and convert all of them into a scorecard, a time series scorecard, a scorecard like FICO. And that can be easily integrated into a banker's workflow. And Trace goes out to the net, extract all the data automatically, and it is powered by LLM. And then it's a multilingual, also available as a web application and API. And all Trace needs is the name and address of the business. And once set up, the users are automatically given the early warning alerts and red flag alerts and all the score trends into their inbox, so they never have to log into the application. And Trace can do more. We can bring in the 10% structured data, blend it with the unstructured data, and create a more holistic view of the business. And here is a community bank use case. In small business lending and commercial lending, the entire portfolio can be risk rank ordered on a daily basis. And then relationship managers can have meaningful discussions with the clients in risk mitigations. And this is like cutting down the research time by 80%. And it is a 24/7 monitoring, not quarterly, not annually. This is 24/7. And then it's 100% coverage. You're not just monitoring your problem loans anymore. You're monitoring every loan in the portfolio. And a community bank in California is using us for vendor monitoring, TPRM. Like someone mentioned, it's not just TPRM, we can also monitor the fourth party, which is a OCC concern right now, right? So we monitor all the vendors. And we look for bankruptcy indicators, violations, data leaks, and reputation in general. And regulators like FDIC and OCC are asking every community bank to strengthen their vendor monitoring programs, and we fit right there. And this is our team. CEO Sony and CTO Geeta are seasoned technologists. I have 22 plus years of experience in business lending, building data infrastructure and analytic infrastructure in banks. And we also have a long, banking veterans as our advisory board. And our competitors like Moody's are serving the large banks and mid-market and above segment. And we are more agile, cost-effective, and easily integrates into the workflows. And we are a Chicago, we are a Schaumburg, Illinois-based company. And thank you for your time. And I really like to connect with each of you and explain more about this. Thank you.
Halfway through. So I hope with the first 4 that you've heard already, you've got some ideas in mind, you've got some connections in mind. Again, please feel free to bring your phones out, message somebody as you're seeing these companies that you would love to connect with. And we are the last 4 of the show now, so if we want to give a round of applause to welcome them on.
I'm from Boston, so that explains the song. You really press it hard. Oh, it's gone back quite far. There we go. All right, cool. So hey everybody, I'm Karan Kashyap. I'm the founder and CEO of Posh AI. We're a conversational and generative AI company based out of Boston, Massachusetts. We've been around for about 6 years. We were actually spun out of research labs from MIT and Harvard. So I was a grad student at MIT, and my professor was actually one of the people that created Siri. And so what we're doing is we're bringing the idea of virtual assistants and language model technology specifically to the community banking industry. So far we've raised a good amount of money. We raised $45 million from firms like Canopy Ventures, Gem FinTop, and the American Bankers Association. And we're excited to work with over 100 bank customers so far across the country with over 200 live AI products. And we also have about 80 employees, a kind of combination of experts in AI and technology, but also experts who come from the banking industry as well. So what does Posh do? We have actually a suite of products. Some of them are customer-facing and some of them are employee-facing. On the customer-facing side, our goal is to automate what's automatable, right? So think about this as the easy routine questions that are coming into call centers and branches. How can we automate those things and free up staff to do ultimately the more valuable use cases? On the internal side, for the employee-facing side, how can we actually augment the employee to be more productive and drive operational efficiencies with AI as well? So we'll look at a couple examples on both sides of the aisle here. So one of the things that we're really tackling at Posh is the idea that there's a lot of awesome information that exists within banks, and especially that's available for employees and customers, but historically that information has been really hard to actually make sense of. A good example of this is keyword search. So I'm sure you guys have all had experiences where you type in a question into a search bar and you might get 3,000 results back, right? And these are not necessarily semantic results, they're just keyword results. And there's no guarantee that the right answer is at the top. There's actually no guarantee that the right answer is even in there. And of course, in the last couple of years, there's been something really awesome that's come out, things like ChatGPT and large language models that actually bring the idea of semantic reasoning into processes like search. So the first product is Posh's internal-facing knowledge-based solution. This is an AI-powered knowledge management system where we can actually use semantic reasoning through LLMs to very quickly provide answers from thousands of different policies and procedure documents right to the frontline staff. So think about this as like a call center agent or a branch teller asking about the steps to process a domestic wire transfer over the phone. We provide an AI summarized answer and also cite the source documentation. But one of the cool things about a solution like this is we can actually make the documentation itself conversational. So even if you have thousands of different policies, procedures, knowledge articles, and so forth, you can ask follow-up questions like, what if I want to process it for a future date, like next week? And the it refers to the domestic wire transfer from the previous question. So we've seen that banks really value this from both the frontline staff perspective, but also for general staff like HR and IT. And it's especially really valuable for new hires in the call center and the branches who typically take quite a while to ramp up, but can be ramped and actually be productive much faster. On the other side, we might have customer-facing AI solutions. So this is an example of one of our customers, Harvard FCU, who's using our solution on their public website. So if you go to Harvard FCU's website and click their search bar, you'll see this is also powered by a Posh semantic search solution. In this case, the customer asks, I need a cashier's check for my landlord. Are you open on Thursday for me to come by? And again, what's happening is that the AI model is sifting through hundreds, if not thousands, of different documents, web articles, different things in the knowledge base, and providing an AI summarized answer. This is very much like Google search today, providing an AI summarized answer at the top. We're bringing the same concept to banks, but also adding additional layers like analytics and call to actions as well. So we built out a full conversational AI platform that's vertically built and fine-tuned for banking with all the guardrails and GRC that's required for banks to actually leverage it. On top of this solution, we also have 4 kind of packaged products, if you will. You've seen a couple examples of this today. There's a couple other things that we're doing at Posh and continue to build more. And we do integrate with most major bank systems and knowledge-based systems. So if you guys are interested in learning more about Posh, please feel free to reach out. We're really focused on helping banks work smarter, serve better, and ultimately grow faster. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Tandarai Choto, and I'm with Legopedia, and I'm going to talk to you about explainable AI for fraud detection. So let me introduce you to Sarah. Sarah is part of the compliance team at First Bank, Kansas, and as part of her job, she has to manually identify fraud and contradictions in documents. But as you can guess, this process uses way too much time, it uses way too many resources, and there's also a risk for increased fines for banks. One good example is Wells Fargo that has had to pay over about $97 million for sanctions involving compliance failures. So as Legopedia, we've come up with a solution for this, and this is using explainable AI software to automate compliance reporting. We've basically built a web-based software that uses explainable AI to detect fraud in data sets and documents. I'll walk you through the steps of how we do this. So in the first step, the user is able, In the first step, the user is able to upload at least 2 documents, and this will be compared against each other. And a pie chart will be used to see how similar or dissimilar the documents are. In the next step of the process, which includes regulatory compliance, there's a sentence-to-sentence comparison, and this basically means that one of the documents will be compared to equivalent sentences in the other document to see how similar or dissimilar they are as well. And the last step of our process, we use explainable AI. In this step, we basically explain the solutions to the end user. This basically involves explaining the certain factors, such as words or phrases, that yielded the results that we get. What we bring to the table with our system is explainable AI that allows for more transparency. It also allows for multi-language processing, and most importantly, flexible use. Some of our success stories include coming up with an automated compliance system for Morgan Stanley, fraud detection for HSBC, and also recently worked with FinTech Sandbox in Boston. And this is all made possible with our amazing team that includes our CEO, a technical lead, and an AI scientist, and a couple of business developers, including myself here today. We're excited for the opportunity to work on pilot projects with you all, and also welcome any feedback that may help us refine our process. And we're happy and eager to network with you all, and feel free to connect with me after the pitch. I'm also based here in Wichita, so if you'd like to connect, I'll be happy to do so. Thank you for your time and attention.
So first of all, can people hear me without the mic? Yeah? Yep. Oh, it needs to be the mic? Okay. So I talk a lot with my hands, so it doesn't work. But I will try to talk a little less with my hands. Hello, my name is Mart Vos. I'm the founder, CEO of ECO. Some people say ECHO. As long as you don't say EKO investments, then we can all still be friends. What we're doing is investments as a service. And what that basically means is you as a bank can now offer investing to all your clients and not just the top 1% via a financial advisor. We work with a bunch of digital banking providers, Q2, Banno, Alchemy, Alloy Labs, some other partners of ours. 3 weeks ago, we won Best of Show at Finovate Val in New York. But first, a little bit about myself. You hear a funny accent. You've heard many funny accents today, but just another one from me. I'm originally from the Netherlands. And back in the Netherlands, everybody invests their money with their trusted bank. And to me, it makes total sense. I know my bank. I trust my bank. So if I'm going to invest my money, where else am I going to go? To the place that I already trust, and they know me as well. And Americans are not that different from Dutch people, it turns out. Most Americans also prefer to invest their money with their trusted bank or the trusted financial institution. However, less than 1% of Americans actually invest their money with their trusted bank. And the reason is really simple. Banks will say, yes, we do banking, we do loans, we do investing, but when it comes to investing, they only offer to the top 1%. If you don't have $250,000 or $100,000, we can't really help you. So how do we tackle this? We enable every bank to offer a digital investment product directly on your existing banking platform as a white label solution. These are the old slides. It's okay. Just imagine you log into your digital banking, you have your checking, your savings, and your investments. The moment you click on investments, you're not being redirected to a third-party app. You don't need to download a new app. No, everything is happening on the platform that you already know and trust. We have 3 products. We have pre-made portfolios, which is basically a Betterment or an Acorns, in case people are familiar. We have self-directed, what's a Robinhood, and we have a hybrid product that's a hybrid between the two. Bank clients can use whatever product they like. They can use multiple products at the same time. They can have as many portfolios as they like. So instead of having a Robinhood app, a Betterment app, an Acorns app, a Vanguard app, they can now do everything with their trusted banking app. Maybe this is my most favorite slide. We recently looked into 8 of our banks that have been clients with us for over a year, and we did a case study. What we found is that 12% of bank clients, they opt in to use our product in the first year. And of these 12%, these people, they log in on average 4 times as often. You know, talking about stickiness, it's an extremely sticky product. I remember when I had my first investment app, I would log in 5 times a day. You know, my investment would go up 10 cents and then down 20 and then up another 15. I would buy myself a $6 beer, and then it would not be a financial good day, but I felt pretty good about it. Also, you know, that 4x is significant. Also, looking at that, the average investment amount after 3 months is just $1,600. But that amount goes up quite rapidly because 39% of the investors have recurring deposits enabled. Maybe the last factor is the most significant. Because of that increase in stickiness, because people use the product more, the loyalty, clients will increase their balance on their digital banking by 11% over the first year. And you know, looking at deposits being not an interesting percent. With us, you can offer investing to all your clients. You have guided investing, puzzle pieces. So finally, what we're doing, we are one silver bullet to the multiple things. We increase stickiness, we attract younger clients, we increase non-interest revenue for you, and we also increase deposits. Oh, there was also a final slide with a big QR code, but I guess you now all have to talk to me. Thank you.
Imagine if your bank could offer an embedded app store inside your digital banking app, one where you control which apps you offer to your customers. And instead of competing, every single app was designed to help you increase deposits, interchange, and growth. That's exactly what Asa Vault delivers. In the next 3 minutes, I'll show you how Asa Vault can transform your bank, allowing you to market your products and services to your customers using integrated financial applications while reducing fraud. Your customers are oversharing online, name, email, credit card numbers, payment info, even banking login credentials. And you can't send your customers to fintech because in many cases, they compete directly with you. The Synapse bankruptcy resulted in $90 million of consumer savings lost due to not understanding the risk of using fintech that operate like a bank. Asa Vault creates a patented framework where you can market your products and services to customers through integrated financial apps, and your customer isn't required to disclose PII. They can hide their name, email, payment information, and account numbers, leaving zero digital footprint. Your customers can seamlessly get the newest, best tech from you, their trusted bank. Asa wraps the core processor and provides an integration layer that sits between your customers and technology. Asa Vault certification requires app participants to change their business model, stop collecting unnecessary PII, and stop offering products that compete with your bank. By minimizing data exposure and fraud risk, customers experience a quick and easy sign-up process and become more aware of how to better protect themselves. Through their trusted bank, customers can use their KYC verified identity to power login with Asa 2A Business. This is the same as login with Facebook or Google, only KYC verified. Imagine the fraud reduction if everyone on Facebook Marketplace was KYC verified. Even better, the customer can use their existing bank card within the Asa model to power the fintech app, eliminating the friction of opening a new fintech bank account and increasing deposits, interchange, and trust with your customer. From the CIO of JP Morgan Chase, head architect of Zelle, FIS, the CTO of SunGard, First Data, payments inside of the Xbox for Microsoft, our team and investors have built and run the largest financial platforms in the world. Asa beat Apple by 3 months on his first patent. Scan the QR code, join 300 financial institutions to find out how easy it is to integrate any fintech, business, website, or community business you choose. Welcome to a future with no more passwords, reduced digital footprint, and where customers control every dollar and piece of data through you, their trusted bank.
All right, I'll take the dreaded clicker if we could, but I'll stay over here. Ladies and gentlemen, how fun was that? 140 competitors came and were whittled down by the partners you'll get to meet here in just a second, and you got 8. And the 8 that you got, as you can tell, are designed to hit right in the wheelhouse of community banks in this region of the country, because they allow you to be the relationship kings that you are, the cornerstones of the community, the trusted partner in all things financial for your communities and your areas, while at the same time satisfying your digital demanding customers of today and tomorrow, and allowing you to implement tools as if you were a big guy or bigger than you are, yet having your access protected and your risk managed and your implementation of AI with training wheels provided by the capabilities of these fintechs. They're here to partner with Kansas. They want to put our state into tomorrow's era when it comes to the digital banking customers that you are trying to retain and grow your business with into the future. So I hope that you can see how carefully curated that group was and the variety of solutions they offer. And so now I'm going to let you listen to the folks that were a part of curating that group, the founding partners and the task forces that were busy at work making sure that we found reliable, partner-ready, profitable, implementation-ready from among our contenders in the financial technology program this year. So first, I'm going to call up one of our founding partners and an exciting voice in leading the way around in this integration era. Where is Steve Castro-Miller with Intrust Bank? Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Mary Beth. So congratulations to all of you who are here. Angela, it's great to see you again. Dimitri, congratulations. It's good to see you again as well. And the rest of you, super interesting what you're doing, so congratulations. We've had a really interesting set of conversations with Fivey that we intend to continue. We're very intrigued by the technology that they're bringing to bear, and we've got some really interesting questions we want to work through with them too. So they're the folks that we have selected that we're going to move forward with and continue this conversation. So congratulations to Hanoi and the team.
All right, V2 Verify up, SWAT and Fivey getting some mentions from the folks at Intrust. I like it. So in year 2 of their partnership, the Kansas Bankers Association, representing the 200+ chartered banks around the great state of Kansas, their crack force came together and helped identify those that would be sort of most interest and will get funneled to their membership by the KBA activities over the next year. And here to announce who that is that the KBA is going to work with in the coming year, Mr. Bobby Young, come on forward, sir.
I want to thank everyone, and good afternoon. I want to thank our task force members, Brian Aylwood, Michael Pertowski, Cooper Clausen, Brian Holt, and Jeff Martin. They represented the Kansas bankers on our task force. They're members of our Bank Technology Committee. They spent a lot of time listening to the pitches, reviewing documents, and giving feedback for the community banks on behalf of Kansas. We identified three participants that we want to award a 1-year membership, associate membership with the Kansas Bankers Association. We looked at a variety of points, but the things we focused on were the ability to support community banks, mitigate risks, and provide opportunities. The 3 fintechs we identified were V2 Verify, Legal Pythia, and Echo Investment.
All right, V2 Verify gets another mention, Echo and Legal Pythia. let's make it happen, guys. Make Kansas Bank smarter throughout the next year. Our final speaker for the day is a guy who was right there at the end of the first conversation that created this program about 4 years ago. And I'm forever grateful to the engagement by Emprise Bank over these last few years. They themselves have built out an entire arm of their bank's growth around working with financial technology companies and becoming the enabler of and a more than frenemy, but actual partner for fintech and neobank players around the country. Super grateful to the vision that their chairman and CEO, Matt Michaelis, has put in place. So we'll hear from Matt here in just a sec.
Clearly, I'm not doing something right. I didn't get walk-up music. So, but Mary Beth, thank you very, very much. You all always put on a first-class presentation, a first-class program. I was recently at the original Coleman factory downtown last night, and it reminded me of the entrepreneurial roots in Wichita and how critical that has been to our community's growth. I thank you for continuing that legacy. It will continue to be critical to Wichita as we try and grow and move forward. I also want to thank all of the founders. I think you said 140 applied. I cannot thank all of you enough for what you're doing in terms of building capabilities and tools for the banking industry. It is essential to us as we try and continue to improve the digital and the overall experience that we deliver to our customers around access, around affordability, around scalability. We can't do it without all of you. It is a huge commitment. I know that. You pour your souls into it. I really, really appreciate that. And finally, to the 8 of you that are here, congratulations. It's exciting to see what you're developing. It's fascinating to hear the new capabilities that you're building. Congratulations on being a finalist. Thank you for spending time here in Wichita with us. We look forward to continuing to hear about your progress, and I wish you the best. Thank you very, very much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our broadcast. And for those of you here in the room in Wichita, you've got an opportunity now that you've heard what these brilliant minds are up to go integrate with them out in the lobby here, grab some food, grab some drink. I want to give a special shout out to some attendees here that are here not because they woke up this week understanding the ins and outs of financial technology applications, but because they wanted to be part of Wichita Startup Week. Who in the room is a Wichita Startup Week fan? We are continuing to put Wichita and Kansas on the map as a place where innovators can get attention, where startups can thrive, and where, as Nexus's mission would indicate, entrepreneurs can build companies of significance. So thanks for being part of that with our event today. And for the rest of Wichita Startup Week, I hope you continue to engage with each other and build up the energy around innovation, technology, entrepreneurs, and the growth mindset that is really driving this region forward. Thank you very much, and have a great day.